Well. This is a special show, but obviously, we want to intro it as we always do. Welcome to First Touch, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dazerin. Joined with me is Dizz and TBates. Gentlemen, we are coming off of probably one of the more interesting weeks of Rocket League than we've had in a while. But of course, good morning.
Good morning. How are we doing today?
Good morning, boys. Good morning, ladies and gents watching the stream. We got a lot to get into.
That's true. We do have a lot to get into. Gentlemen, again, thank you for joining me every morning, every Monday. Let's start with, probably the biggest news so far. That's Worlds. The RLCS Worlds Championship LAN is canceled. I think a lot of us kind of saw that coming anyways, just based on the current state of the world and COVID-19 and how that's been affecting everyone. But yes, World Championships canceled. In place of that, we have championships, but we'll get into championships a little bit more after that. That's obviously the next topic we have coming on. But first off, gentlemen, what were your initial thoughts after seeing the news?
For me, it was just like Psyonix, just obviously they're playing it safe, and you got to appreciate it, honestly, because there's way too much that goes into having a safe event nowadays, especially when you're unsure with COVID. There's just way too many people that want to attend, and it takes a lot of preparation. So I know a lot of people are disappointed, but we will have LANs in the future, especially with the COVID vaccine rolling out as it is now. So I'm just excited for the future.
I'm gonna be honest, I was super bummed. I think a lot of us were. We were all this whole entire RLCS event really leading up to this point, and we're all really wanting to see BDS versus NA happen. And unfortunately, it won't happen this time around. But after taking some time to reflect on it, really think about why Sonic took this approach, and you have to respect the decision. And probably in reality, it's the right decision. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. They're really looking out for the players, the staff, and everybody else involved, the casters, and just wanting us to have the most perfect event possible. And I think that's what we all want to have, because some people are really pushing for player only LAN or something like that. But even then, that's still not like a LAN that we all want to see. Everybody wants to be there, And right. It's just take a little matter of time. We all know all these people freaking out on Twitter and Reddit and stuff like that, hating on Rocket League and all that. Is totally unnecessary. We're all really working to put on the best product possible. And it's only a matter of time until that happens. And once it does, we're all gonna be more than happy than ever. It's gonna be the best LAN ever when it comes back around.
Obviously, a lot of people are disappointed in everything, and that's so. Of course, all of us want to look at that return to in-person events, and everyone's really excited because we know what that brings. We know that that's really where the height of Rocket League esports is. But you also have to be safe, and you also have to take in so many other considerations that go beyond just yourself. And I think that that's really important, because Psyonix doing that and making that decision means that they're looking out for all of us. Looking at Worlds and what's next, what does this mean for Rocket League going forward? At least I could give you guys like a general, at least thought of what I would assume is going to happen, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are.
I think that that just means the next. We can all hopefully sometime within this year at some point, or maybe even next year, whenever the next LAN happens, it's going to be one of the best productions that we can possibly attain and even dream of. And then we don't know, but hopefully come next summer or whatever, whenever they run the next RLCS Worlds, we could probably sell out a really, really, really massive venue with a whole bunch of people, get a proper NA versus EU crowd, and it's gonna be super hype. It's gonna be one of the most amazing events ever. And then we all just have patience. Patience is the virtue, and it's just a matter of time. I think it really falls into our generation, how everything's so instantaneous. We have iPhones. We could pick up a phone. We have the world. We pick up a phone, and then we have the world in our pocket. And that's just the way we associate everything. And not everything works like that. You have some things that are stepping stones, and the world slowly and slowly and steadily getting back to what it used to be. And it's only a matter of time until we can have that really great land or multiple lands, and everybody will really be pleased, and it'll be happiness all across the board for everybody involved. I think everybody should understand that.
Yeah, I agree. The next time we gonna see a land, the energy at that land is gonna be crazy. It's something that you definitely won't want to miss out on. I know you probably will see all three of us there. So and you're gonna see a lot more people. I think almost everybody gonna attend that next land, because that thing's gonna be bumping. It's gonna be wild.
Didn't Stumpy and what was that section, whatever, for the EU landing?
Oh yeah, 104.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they could have their 104, and we just gonna line up the whole entire side, and we gonna call it section NA. They can have their one section, we gonna call it NA. Ooh, they better hope BDS is good whenever it happens, because that's the only hope, and we'll get to that later.
Oh, BDS.
they better hope BDS can protect them, because I'm telling you right now, it's not looking good.
It's not only Howard.
Matter of fact, just to point out. EU, y'all should really be feeling grateful that there is in the world, because oh sheesh, what we've been watching over the last weekend. Oh my god.
Oh goodness. We will get into that. We'll get into that really soon. Obviously, you know, now things are repurposed, and we're gonna move on to our next topic, which is the RLCS X Championships. This was announced. Here, I'll give you guys a big brief of the announcements. What are the RLCS Championships? If you've never heard of them, I'll tell you. The RLCS X Championships are a set of 4 regional tournaments that will crown an RLCS X champion in Europe, NA, OCE, and South America. They'll run about a full week from June 15th to the 20th, with matches every single day. I want to make sure the RLCS X Champions feels like an epic event, so we're introducing a new format called Best of Sets. So this is what we're about to get into. That is sure to test the endurance of the best Rocket League teams on the planet. So a single Best of Set consists of 3 best of series. So somebody's already lost, I know it. But for example, a best of 7 set can be up to 3 best of 7s. Which, if you still don't get it, the first team to win 2 best of 7s will win the set.
So the first team to win 8 games. No.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. That's very wrong. Don't listen to me.
No, you're right.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
First team to win 8 games. If you win 4 games, you win the best of 7. So you have to win 8. Well,
no, because you could go 4-3 and then 4.
Lose. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I see what you mean with that.
Oh, wait, I thought you said the first team to win 8 games.
That's right.
No, that's wrong.
You can win 8 games and still not win the set.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say another set goes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the first set you may win 4, but then the second set you make it really, but you get 2 wins.
To make it really clear, you got BDS versus Vitality. BDS wins the first set. It goes 4-3. Then Vitality wins the second set. It goes 4-3 in favor of BDS. So they both have 7 wins. So then the next person has to win 4 again. So the winner's gonna have 11 wins. The winner have 11 right there.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm. So but for the championships, there will be a combination of best of 5 sets and best of 7 sets. Which I mean, and that's the format, right? That's the format. We can talk about format pricing schedules a little bit later, but that is the format. So round 1, quarterfinals are best of 5 sets, and then the semifinals and grand finals are best of 7 sets. Initially, what are your guys' thoughts? I have an interesting take on this, but I'll wait to go.
I mean, for me, that's a lot of Rocket League. Boys you better sleep. You get your 8 hours in the night prior. Every single
they're gonna need 10.
Bro, you gonna need something else. You gonna need to wake up, get that coffee, have another cup of coffee ready. Maybe even a third cup of coffee, because that's a lot of Rocket League, mentally draining. So I'm ready to see what team can stay fully focused for these sets, because it's a lot of Rocket League, and the fans should be excited to see their teams just they're gonna be on all day. So
you see me, especially in terms of preparing, I do agree with the making sure your sleep schedule's right. But I would even for those teams that will be playing in championships, I would even maybe for the last scrim of the day, they would do they would change their scrim to be a best of 3 set. So it'd be like they're playing in the championship already, just to get used to that feel and that flow. And also just say this. I think that this championship would be. It can be arguably more like not deserved per se, but like have more value maybe than even like season 9's online, because this was long. This is gonna be it's a whole almost an entire week. It's gonna be a battle. You gotta really endure and like go through the ups and downs. You might even play 21 games sometimes. And so whoever comes out and wins this, you gotta tip their caps to them. And they're legit gonna be the best team in their region.
100%.
Yeah. So for me, this format is familiar to me because if you
really?
Remember, oh yeah, of course, you know the bad, anyways, I'm not gonna get too into it. I don't want to get too into it. But I'm saying is a few years ago, maybe about 4 years ago, a little tournament came around called Skirmish. Before it was a tournament, we ran best of sets. It was best of 5 sets. It was like, it was a best of 3, best of 5. That's what we called it. I still have the tweet and how old it is to this day. And a lot of players who were on the come up, like Gyro and FaZe, Arsenal, SSG, maybe even Roll Dizz may have played in one. I gotta look back. But we used to run those because back in the day, there was a thing with, there wasn't a lot of tournaments, so they needed some way to calculate seeding for teams playing in the play-ins for RLCS or for Rival Series or whatever it was at the time. So we ended up running those because at that point, if you have 2 teams that are close seeded and one team must have a better seed than the other, then I mean, you playing all those games and those back-to-back series against them, at that point, it kind of proves like, okay, yeah, we are, definitely better than this other team. And we had things in place to make sure it was like even and fair, breaks in between series and stuff like that. But that was what we did for a lot of. We used to call them like head-to-heads. Now seeing this happen for championships is familiar to me, but I think people shouldn't immediately deny it. I mean, I know there are some pros who aren't going to immediately deny it because they've played it before. That being said, it'll be interesting to see. I'm really excited about it. I like it, obviously, because, I've done it before. So I'm like, ooh, okay, now I get to see this like in a big stage type of deal. I'm really interested in how that's going to go. It starts on Thursday with all the round 1 matches and EU round 1
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday, June 15th. June 15th.
Is that Thursday or I thought it was Tuesday?
Oh, it is Tuesday. I can't read. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tuesday, June 15th, because they said a whole week. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. I'm slow today. With Europe round 1 and Europe quarterfinal 1, and then it goes to North America round 1 and North America quarterfinal 1. So although it is a lot of Rocket League in general, it's not like these tournaments are being played out the entire day. If anything, most teams are playing a series or 2 series an entire day. So I know some people are like saying it's a lot of Rocket League, but if you're playing that much on a tournament day anyways, then I don't know. I think it's fine, especially with us having to go and play in the grid and people are playing 3 series a day. So
what I think is going to be crazy about it is like you're going to have a long series against the same roster. So it's going to be a testament to the adjustments made by a coach or just a team in general on like what they can do in the whole as the series set. That's crazy.
We're gonna see how much y'all coaches are worth this time around. Also, ain't gonna be no excuses about no lag and nothing like that. Oh man, I woke up too late, because you gonna have another set to back you up. It's gonna be right after that. So like, it's gonna be legit. It's really interesting to see. And
yeah. So this actually, I actually had a really good question that just popped in my head. So do you think? Because I don't know. I don't see any like rules or anything on it. But for how we've been having tactical timeouts, do you think they're gonna do it to where like it's a tactical timeout per series type of deal? Like each team still gets a tactical timeout, but you can only use it once a series.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think
that makes sense. Why would they change that?
No, I think it's cool because like you lose one series, but and then you go to the next series and like you still like.
Oh wait, you're saying you want to stack them?
Yeah, like one per like if you're playing if it's a best of 3 in terms of best of 5 sets, right? So you get one tactical timeout every best of 5. Right. So you use one, but just because you use one doesn't mean like you use one and you win the series. You go to another series, but you still have one for just because you get one per series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, you're talking. Oh, so you're talking about across series like stack them?
No. Yeah, like across the best of 5 series.
Yeah.
of the sets. So
it's
like,
not like
so you could have 3 timeouts.
right
Is what he's saying. Up to 3.
up to
And you
3.
can use them whenever you wanted to.
You can use one per
it's just
series.
one, yeah, one.
Like
per
how it
series.
always is.
He lost TBates. All right, TBates. Look. You're gonna play one best of 5, right? You're gonna have a timeout with it,
Right.
All right. That team, whoever wins it. All right. Both teams have one timeout for that. Then you're gonna play the next best of 5. You have one.
Yeah.
All right. And if it's a 2-0 sweep, then it's a 2-0 sweep. But if it goes to the 3rd series, you have another 2 timeouts or 1 timeout each for each team.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you can have a possibility of seeing like 3 tactical timeouts over the course of a set.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel like
think
the series would be so long. I mean, like sometimes people need a little mental break. Yeah. And also, like, are these gonna be back to back, like immediately, or is there gonna be like a little break between each series?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Have they said that in the announcement?
I don't
think
be
they.
one though.
I feel like there'd be a break.
Did you have a break when you did yours tomorrow?
Yeah, I gave teams the option to do a break though.
Yeah, but what happens if a team just wants to go in hard?
Right, there were
They could
times
use
where
that momentum.
Yeah, there were times where we had teams that like lost series because I always let the losing team decide if they want to break or if they want to play again. And they all like some teams said they wanted a break, some teams said that they didn't, and then we did that. So yeah, but I mean, we'll see what Psyonix does with it. I think it's going to be really interesting regardless. There's a lot of different possibilities, and I do like seeing like series like push to the limit of like, okay, because at this point, like if you're winning in a thing in championships, right, $400,000 prize pool, like this is going to be like the height. Like it's going to be kind of.
Have they announced the prize breakdown for that?
Yeah, EU $400,000, NA.
No, I'm talking about like first.
Oh, first, second, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. Gotta check. Maybe check Wikipedia or something.
Right?
But all right. Unless is there anything else you guys want to say on championships before we move on?
I'm good.
Good.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to CRL. So CRL ended up happening over the course of last week. The biggest thing is Akron beating Northwood without Tristan. And obviously the question is that a big deal or not? I think so. I personally think so. We have a clip of Akron playing against Northwood here. But for you, Tyler, being in the league, what do you think?
What, that Akron ended up beating Northwood right there?
Yeah, without Tristan. I think that's a big deal. They don't do it without.
I don't think it's a big deal worth nothing. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because they played on the mainstream that day. By the way, this is Button's only goal that whole entire series. Good job, though, Buttons, for finishing that. They played this was on the mainstream, I believe, on Thursday. Then on Friday, Akron and Northwood played again because, you know, CRL is a double round robin nowadays. So you play teams twice. And then Northwood swept them. And it was rather simple. Personally speaking, I just think Northwood had, they probably had like maybe an egotistical type approach to this. Playing Akron without Tristan, they probably thought they would just run by him, but you're not going to run by two vets and Buzz and Reticence. And Buttons he's a serviceable player. So, I mean, and then they most definitely put in the time. So you got to give him that credit where it's due. But at the end of the day, this isn't a big deal. Northwood's still the top of the East, and this is really not too much competition at all for them, at least in that respective conference. So
you're going to tell me if you add, all right. So your backlash on Buttons was
there's no backlash on Buttons.
Buttons got one goal. He's like you made emphasis to point that out. Why the clip? This is Buttons' only goal of the series, by the way.
No. I just wanted to let y'all know that Buttons scored right there, but like I didn't want the audience to believe that Buttons is some type of striker. He just scored that one time on that clip to win that game. So,
but can we agree that Tristan will be a striker for that roster?
I don't even know if Tristan's playing for them. I mean, he might end up playing for them. I don't know exactly the technicality behind everything that's going on with Akron, but I don't even know why he ain't playing. So has he not been
playing the whole season?
I think he might have played once, maybe twice, maybe. Scratch your head. Don't know. Not sure.
So is this the roster that we're gonna see moving forward for Akron? You think?
Probably, potentially.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, if Akron beat them the first game and then the next day they got swept by them, I don't think it's a big deal either. So.
What you thinking, Demar?
Well, at first, before TBates went on that whole like
soliloquy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but anyways, before you went on all of that, I think that for me, I was really big on like, okay, maybe this is going to be something that we may look into, but now you just made it seem like it was just a lucky win or something. Maybe Norfolk weren't playing.
I didn't say I was lucky. I said I was well deserved. Don't put words into my mouth.
I mean, I'm just saying that's how you made me feel. Like I'm not saying
I'm
that's
sorry
what
if I made you feel that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to discredit y'all. Like I said, as I was in my soliloquy, y'all put in the work and y'all deserve to show teams that you are to be respected even without Tristan. There's nothing wrong with that.
You better apologize to Buttons quick.
I ain't got nothing wrong with Buttons.
He's calling buttons. Okay, well, we'll see. I mean, we also have for CRL real quick to touch on is like expectations for the second half of the season. I think we have the standings, and I want to show those with the Eastern Conference, and there it is right now. Northwest on top.
Like?
They have Akron sitting at 11-1 in first place.
Or Canada all the way at the bottom.
Poor. But OSU is actually really surprising for me. I didn't expect the Beans to be 8-5 right now.
Oh, you don't like Monster? Look at that watermelon out there on the field. You gotta respect them.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. What else is kind of standing out? I think Florida probably being over UCF, but they also played more games. UCF hasn't had that too many matches in, so I want to see more UCF. I think that's really all the big. Stockton being 2-8 though. That's. Sheesh.
They're just Stockton. They're just playing to play, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Hey, if that's what you want to do, let's move over to the Western Conference. Let's see how that's looking. Oh, we got them boys at LSU on top.
You already know the Tigers on top, baby.
UNT right under them at 9-1.
Ain't nobody worried about them.
Arizona's been playing really well. I like watching Arizona. Oh, man, you should see his man face. And then Oregon just started playing, so now they're sitting 3-3. They got a lot of games to catch up on, and I wonder if that'll shake things up. It's not gonna shake things up too much because they've already got 3 losses. So at least fighting for the top 2, it's more on LSU and UNT to actually make errors, but they can catch up to the Wildcats for sure. Tyler, what do you think going into the next half of the season? How do you feel?
Next half of the season, I'm predicting LSU to go to perfect season, 17-0. Oh wait, here's that 18-0. That'd be 18-0, 18-0 season right there. Not really worried about that too much. UNT go lose to them again. Got 2 losses on the resume. Oregon, they don't have AJC. Probably gonna lose about 5-6 games, maybe a little bit more. Arizona, they've been playing decently, so you gotta give them their props. But I'm not too
even
big
on the
them
roster anymore.
Arizona,
Yeah.
you got the former champion JoJo Cats, and you got Nudging, and you got Jelly.
JoJo,
Big
the
JoJo
one that was carrying fire. Okay.
And then in the East, you got UCF. I got them probably finishing second. No, maybe third. Hackers only got 2 losses. So they'll either finish second or third, and Northwest just gotta continue. Okay. UCF just hasn't played, and when the games they have played, they have 4 losses. But I think they played all the top teams.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So eventually they're gonna start playing their games, and they'll probably finish second or third. Okay. I have to guess.
I got to see Spooder's team do better. Cal State Fullerton, they're not doing too good right now.
No spood height.
It's like, I mean, wanted to hype him up. I want to hype him up, but sometimes like I don't know. I see Riddle's got all the potential. He's a player that has potential, but man, he does not know what to do when he gets the ball. It's like I see him do a flip resets, and then next thing I know, I see him own goal, and I'm like, Riddles, pick one, please. It's different every day.
Oh man, that sounds.
Wait, don't pick the own goal, please. Right. Don't pick the own goal.
I mean, that's what Spooder's saying. I'm just saying, be consistent in something. Oh god, so CRL is going to be this week on Wednesday and Thursday
and Friday.
So be sure to tune in on both the Rocket League stream and the College Cardball stream because me and TBates will be there covering the action.
That's right.
Now we're going to move on to a special guest that we have joining us today. It is going to be the recent regional winner and the last regional winner too we're going to have of the season. It's going to be Joseph Kidd, otherwise known as Noly, who is going to be joining us today. Again, coming off of a fantastic regional and a dominating performance. Really glad we could get him in on the show. It was something like I kind of did like a little last second here, but despite that, obviously, Noly, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today. First off, how does it feel to win a regional?
I feel like it was a long time coming, We've always had the potential to win, but like never really got there.
Never really got there, huh?
Why do you think that is, Noly?
discipline, probably. You know, we all had the mechanics to do it, but like the mentality wasn't always there. And as of recent, guild have helped us with that. So yeah.
That mentality aspect, I keep telling
my
y'all
monitor's
about.
in the way.
Keep talking about.
Oh well, you'll see my monitor today, guys. Sorry. You're gonna have to see the monitor. I'm not moving the camera. Noly, glad to have you on. Glad to have you on the stream today, mate. I hope all the European fans in the chat and in the comments and everywhere else y'all be at hate on the the NA buys we have on the stream. We have an EU representative, the current regional spring winner. Champion? I don't know what to call you.
Regional 3 champion.
Regional 3 champion.
Yeah.
He's on the
Respect
stream.
my man.
We have the he's European. We're gonna have a little bit more balance today, hopefully. So hopefully people are a little bit more pleased with what's gonna happen today. Are you ready to go to work?
I am, yeah.
Oh, let's get into it in the Babber.
All right. We talked enough. It's time to address the elephant in the room, and that is the European regional. We had the spring. It was the final European regional that ended up happening. Wait, that says 2. Was it 2 or 3?
Oh, that's me. It was 3. I probably typed that in wrong. My bad.
All
Me?
Well, that being said, we're going to move on to the recap of the weekend. Looking at this regional, noly, you played in it, but when we looked at that final bracket, we could not believe what in the world we saw. Kind of talk to me at least, like, let's start from the beginning here, and kind of talk to me about groups, and then we can go from there.
The groups, I mean, prior to the tournament, well, the regional, you know, we had a bit of a bad showing in the grid, you know, so that didn't really go too well. We weren't, I guess, expecting to get as far as we did, but like with everybody's mentality being low due to, you know, cancellation of worlds, we prepared fully for it, and you know, I felt like we deserved it more than anyone else there.
Whew, he said we deserved it more.
Deserved it more than anybody else there.
That's big talk. That's big talk. I mean, okay, so, like, again, let's try to like rewind a bit. We start off with groups. Now, I think a lot of people were talking about the win you guys had over BDS in groups.
Yeah,
The sweep.
Yeah, so talk to me about that, because again, I think that was the biggest result, because you guys ended up taking the #1 seed in Group A.
Yeah, against BDS, the main thing you need to do is just, I mean, it's easier to say than do, but just not make mistakes. You know, there's no need to overcomplicate things. So it's like that when you play them, it's whoever makes the first mistake concedes, and it kept on being them, and we swept.
Oh, so now it's starting to sound like me when I talk about BDS, and now nobody seems to realize what they're doing. That's all you got to do. I see, guys, now you're going to realize that I know what I'm talking about, because he said exactly what I've been preaching y'all for the last 6-7 weeks. All you got to do when you play BDS is not make mistakes. That's all they're playing against.
No, bro, that's like, all right, you could say that against any team. No, it is facts. What? Is that not facts?
I don't think so, no.
Noly, okay, Noly. If you go up against any like top 4 team, right? All you have to do really is not make a mistake. Eventually, they'll make a mistake and you'll score.
No, there's ways to get around beating teams like Vitality and Giants and Top Blogs, but like they have their own weaknesses, whereas BDS don't really have anything. So like when they do make that one mistake, you have to capitalize on it. So BDS
will not get beat unless they beat themselves, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Sheesh. That's a lot of high praise for Team BDS. They're currently sitting at 4,000 ridiculous amount of points in RLCS. So I mean, I guess they do deserve that praise.
I like how he said it. 4,000 ridiculous amount of points.
I want to touch on this graphic that we have on the screen right now. From my calculations here.
Okay.
I believe that this means that Liquid, Dignitas, Endpoint, Galaxy Racer, and Giants will not be in the major.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow, that is mind blowing. We'll get into that a little later. I just want to touch base on that real fast, just to make sure I had it in the clear.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy because Vodafone Giants are 4.
Giants are 4.
Dignitas are 8. Galaxy Racer's 9, Endpoint's 10, Liquid's 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the championship, I feel like everything went our way. You know, even though we won the tournament, the teams we needed to lose lost, and you know, couldn't have been any better for us.
Okay.
That man had awesome luck. Well, that's what it sounds like.
That's awesome.
So I wanna ask you three in particular,
Okay.
because there were some shocking results that happened all across the board. As Noly said, the people that probably needed to be beat were beaten either by them or by somebody else, and they like cleared the way for them. So, but I just want to touch base on this. I believe that only 2 teams out of former top 8 that are going to this regional made day 3, and only 4 teams out of the top 15 made day 3 for EU. What are y'all thoughts on that? Like, how does that make y'all feel about that region in particular, or this regional?
Noly feels pressed, bro. He's pressed.
Yeah, like I mean, they choked. Like there's nothing else to say. They let the pressure get to them, and you know, I guess they just couldn't do it as good as we could.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like pick up off that. Yeah, you don't want to see that. I mean, speaking of, you know, I mentioned Austin, but speaking of Austin, he had a tweet last night where he compared the brackets of the last regional for NA and the last regional for Europe, and the top 8 teams that were in the regional, for like just the differences there between the two. And we have this constant conversation about, you know, team depth and regional depth. But I think I said it. When did I say it? Oh, I said it in a separate interview. But the biggest thing that comes into it is what makes a top team a top team. And I mean, hello, it's obvious, being at the top. You know, so for me, it's like, okay, if like, it's really easy. It's really that simple. Like, it's nothing that difficult. It's not like you gotta be at the top, maybe dip a little bit because no. If you are a top team, you are at the top. So
consistent.
So when you don't see top teams, top blokes, top chokes, giants who maybe David now, because there ain't no giant, no Goliath, no nothing. When you see all of that happen.
David won though. Bro, chill out.
Oh. Why you cut me off? I was in the middle of the
Yo, we gotta keep you on straight, bro. We can't have you messing up in front of.
Yeah.
We gotta keep you on straight, bro.
Okay, that's fair. But you see my point though. When you see these types of losses and these types of teams not get to majors, if not even just majors, but giants now aren't even going to worlds. It's just like, what in the world is going on?
Nah, my biggest thing is like for noly, like why I don't even really have a answer to what was brought up, but like I just want to ask a question for noly to answer it. Is like, why can't European teams stay consistent? What is keeping, like, even now, like BDS is beatable, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know the answer. Like, they just don't want it as much as the NA people do. Like, you know, if you look at the top NA teams, 90% of them are putting in 80 plus hours every 2 weeks. Whereas EU, you've got some players, I'm not going to name them, but they're playing 20, 30 hours past 2 weeks, and then they're losing to teams who are putting in the hours. So, yeah.
They just
so it's a lack of work ethic. They don't want it no more. Okay. All right, I'll add that one to my list coming up very soon. Everything just got to go fall right in the basis lap.
Goodness.
If y'all got something to say about this, or we're gonna move on to the next little bit, I know y'all want to touch on, but I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah. No, I'm straight. We talked about team vitality, top block, solar, Dignitas percent out on top 8. What do you have next on the docket for us, Chef Bates? I'll leave this one for you.
I also know that noly, you can add your own. I already know who you're gonna say actually. But we have standout players from EU this weekend. I know all of us are watching, and some of us even have some clips to really back up our claims here. We can actually, I'm gonna let Damar go first here. God, noly, I felt like you're like his answer.
Okay. I had noly as my standout player for EU for the weekend. We got a clip, by the way, of noly with an impressive goal. But I think looking
crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, a little fake out. Okay, I see you. I see you a little action on it.
Look at the
Oh,
replay.
let's look at it one more time. Bring it
Look
over.
at the catch. He said over one.
Oh, that's right to left.
Two.
Oh.
Said,
Oh,
oh,
to the loo. Look, he's just scratching the chin too. He said that's another day in the office. I do this every day.
Noly didn't even care, bro. He said that's light. That's light.
No, I mean it was a bit casual, you know.
He said I do this every day. I do this every day. Galaxy Racer, I'll see you later.
I mean, this entire regional, I was just, vibing to music. I don't know if anyone could see in my camera, but like whenever we scored, I was, bopping my head,
What was the
chill.
playlist, Noly? What was the playlist?
I was on shuffle on just my liked songs and very upbeat ones, some 2000s, some Madonna, some Michael Jackson, some
Madonna, Michael Jackson,
some Bruno Mars,
Noly vibing.
Oh man, but
I need a playlist from him called BDS Destroyer. That's all I need. That's gonna be the title. We need the logo with the Mickey Mouse on it and everything.
I mean, we beat them twice in one tournament. Like, what are the teams can say?
Okay, well, we got the Mars stand-up player. Raul, you want to touch up on yours?
Man, since I couldn't, since the Mars is gonna take the Noly, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to the man I tweeted out before, you know what I'm saying? Coach, you wrote a clip for me, you know what I'm saying? Wrote a chronic clip, BS plus competition. I think a chronic, he's talked about a lot now, and ever since kind of everybody noticed his talent, this BS plus competition.
Wait, what?
What happened?
I'm looking at this clip.
Oh, you looking at the clip? Like, man,
Bro,
it's like for a chronic. Look at him.
What?
I think that was quite lucky.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
Noly, you foul. Noly, you foul.
I mean, to Noly's point, it is quite fortunate that he got popped in such a perfect area.
Exactly. See.
To the point, but then you also gotta give the skill to recover in this though. At the same time,
He uses his flip to get the dunk.
He said it ain't that much skill needed to recover that.
Every bit of luck has some skill behind it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but I think my plays were a little bit more skillful.
Yeah, I mess with Noly. You got confidence through the roof.
So Noly, your stand-up player from this weekend would be yourself.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Confidence through the roof. I love it.
I love the confidence, Noly, because we about to get into a real big on you, and you about to be putting the chamber. I'm letting you know you have Europe on your back. And what I mean is, we have we have this question coming up, and it says, "Is it finally safe to say NA better than EU?" And I just want to hear your opinion. Oh, you said yeah?
Yeah, I still think NA is better than EU, but I do think BDS are still the best team in the world. I mean, NA is just more consistent. They want it more, so it's expected.
Okay. So I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna go back a couple steps. Beep. All right, we're back to about 10 minutes ago, and you said yourself that when y'all beat BDS, it's all about capitalizing on their mistakes. You have to play a near perfect game because it's really just a chess game. Whoever makes the first blunder first, that's the team who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Right? And then you said Vitality, Giants, Top Chokes, and all these other teams that you can really go around them because you can and make other type of game plans for them. It's first that you don't really have to focus on mistakes. Okay. All right. When saying that, and Roll this here got defensive a little bit because he felt like for all top teams, it really just comes out of the mistakes. And I just want to point out that in NA, that's every single top 16 you play. It's all about the mistakes. Every single one. You can't game plan for Firstkiller. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You can't game plan for him. You got to hope he messes up.
I think Firstkiller is just a B-Tech M0nkeyM00n. He's still good, but he's just not as good as he is.
what
Wait,
did you say?
MonkeyM00n's better than First?
Oh, yeah, MonkeyM00n's 100% better than First, yeah.
How so?
He's just better.
No! Roll this! Come back!
No, Noly, you can't just say he's just better.
He is, and I'll say it again. MonkeyM00n is better in every way possible.
Oh yeah, okay. So, by the way, I have a clip that we're about to roll here. NA better than the EU clip. Let's see here. No, I got a question. Dude, in EU, did y'all ever see passive plays like that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a fifth one. Give me a fifth one. A tee shot, bottom right, bam, bang. That's consistency right there, Noly. Wait,
that's the first passing play I've ever seen from NA.
Oh, that's amazing. You don't watch enough. You don't watch enough NA, then Noly.
No, I watch NA. I play quite a bit. NA, they do not like to pass.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, there's also a thing because we're just simply more mechanical than y'all know. And right after this clip, I have another clip from your own team, actually, your boy Tho, who's gonna come on screen in probably about 15, 20 seconds here. And I just want because I don't know if you watched the show, if you ever saw the clip before when I was breaking down why BDS wouldn't be able to compete against NA as easily and effortlessly as they do against y'all. And I think I'm gonna show you in the world again once again. Okay, so you have a decent little play right there. Tox just gives the ball away for some reason. Here comes Tho. Your region, I feel, is scared of flip resets. How is this a goal? I feel like this is Rocket League 101. That whenever, because I feel like it's Rocket League 101, you always play ball here. What is EXO playing? Is he playing the air? Is he playing his car? I'm confused. And Yuki on the backbone just looks lost in the sauce. So it's just like every single time y'all have any type of flip reset opportunity, it's just automatically go, in my opinion. Like, what am I seeing here? I just blocked every single day of the week. You can go ahead.
I mean, this is against a team who are new and not as good as
new, but they made the grand final though.
On a honeymoon period.
Oh, that was a honeymoon period. Okay, you say that, but see, I'm not gonna let you go, cause they've been playing for a good month now. Cause they made Spring Regional 1 top 8. Well, how long ago was that? That was a month ago. So is it how long is the honeymoon for you? Is it a whole month? Is it 2 months?
No,
is it a couple weeks?
No, I'd say about 2-3 months.
2-3 months. Okay.
That's when they get one bad result and the team falls apart.
Okay.
yo, I just want to point out real quick. Arsenal's typing in our first touch convo, asking to get on the show.
Because Noly's trolling.
He thinks Noly's trolling.
So.
Oh my goodness. Also, we don't have the graphics for that. I'm sorry. Like we can't.
Also, okay, so you're still set. So you would say, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna let everybody else go.
Yeah.
Your top 5 in the world teams. Can you say NA has the more grind, they're more passionate, and we're more consistent? What's your top 5? Do you have multiple EU teams?
I got 2.
You have who's the other EU team besides BDS?
I mean, you're talking to the player on that team.
Help him. Tyler, stay with me.
That's confidence. Y'all go ahead. That's confidence. My God. That's confidence.
Noly, you talking this. You better back it up, bro. You better back this talk up because I don't want to see this. Wait, what's your place on the ranking right now? You just slid into that top 6, bro. You just did it.
Are we not 4th right now? I think.
4th? Let me look real fast. I got it, the bathroom. Don't worry. I'm bases on it.
5th.
4th.
You're like
5th.
9 points.
You're 9 points behind Giant.
9 points.
I mean,
but then Giants aren't in a major, so we're 291 points ahead. So
yeah.
So Noly, you're saying that you guys are a top 5 team in the world. So hey, we keep receipts on this show. I'm gonna make sure to clip this after the show. By the way. Come major. Y'all better perform. Y'all better be in this top 6, Noly. Come my God, if you ain't in that top 6, hey, it's gonna be a little feasting session.
Noly, you see how much TBates talks?
Yeah, I mean,
it will be non-stop if you don't get top 6 at World.
I mean, if I can talk about it, then I expect to take it back as well.
Okay. That's why I like that. I mean, he told you talking. He try to back it up. Well, he's plans on backing him, not trying. I'll say plans, not trying. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, my top 5 would be BTS, NRG, Envy, SSG, then us.
Over Rogue?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give it to you. I respect it. And you said that means you really don't feel much about Vitality.
No, not really. They falling apart.
Are they are the players washed or is it the team just doesn't mesh anymore?
I don't really know. They don't really put in the hours. K'd up when he was falling off a while ago, he learned flip resets and now he thinks he can keep up still,
Oh my God.
So you're saying K'd can't keep up?
Oh
God.
yeah, 100%. You know, not to discredit the goat
Oh
because he is
my
a goat, but
God.
like I think it's time for him to.
It's time for him to head out.
It's time for
Time for
him
him
to
to
head
head
out.
out.
Content only.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Ooh, what about fair? What about fair and alpha? So, go ahead.
Ferry, he's going there. He's on his way out as well, but like he can still kind of keep up. But Alpha he can still be a top 3 player in Europe if he decides to. He just doesn't put in the hours.
Okay. That's
He's one of those 20-hour warriors you were talking about.
Oh yeah, he was one of them.
So
Let's get out of here.
that's so interesting. So give me your top 5 EU then.
Players?
No, top 5 teams.
I mean, does anyone really matter outside of us in BDS?
Oh, what about Queso?
Hit or miss.
Not consistent enough. I see. Okay. Respect, bro. I mean, this is some good stuff. And
Man, all I'm saying is he came on the show and gave us more spice than Reynolds already. Like,
I
we
don't
ain't even got to the
know.
second.
No, he ain't play. And he said it with a straight face too. No smirk or nothing. He's coming in there. He handling his business.
Yeah, you don't think any of this is funny.
Like he said, I came here with one mission to handle my business and set the plan. He said it all right. K-Dog Wash about to head out. Ferry gone. Nobody else in EU matter besides BDS and Guild. That's what we hear. Okay, we gonna see it. No, I think it's actually pretty good. We got a tier list coming up, don't we?
Yeah. We do have a tier list. But obviously beforehand, is there anything anybody wanted to hit on for Europe before we move on, or are y'all good?
I mean, don't think I have much to say.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I think the only thing I wanted to poke fun at Rams because of that Wolves reverse sweep, because I thought that was funny. I've been talking to Rams all week, and top blokes dropping. They almost perfect swept Wolves, and then they got reverse swept because they scored their first goal in 0 seconds. I think that may have been the worst reverse sweep I've ever seen in my life. But Rams, you're lucky we don't got the time to get into it today. Otherwise, I would have got into it. So, top blokes, we gonna keep an eye on y'all. But we're gonna move on to our next topic, which is the tier list. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have noly here. So, you know, this is gonna be probably the most balanced we could get besides having Stumpy on. So, Stumpy and Cole on, I should say. But that being said, we have an RLCS X team tier list. We are going to rank teams in alphabetical order. I don't think it's every team, but we have
top 16 of each.
Right, top 16.
Okay.
Besides
Top
Aether,
16. Besides Aether,
because they don't have a logo.
because they don't have a logo.
Alrighty.
And I guess we can do it alphabetically. We can start from A.
Okay, let's get it rolling.
Alpine. Where are we feeling?
D.
Right now, they low. What'd you say, noly? D?
I was gonna say DOC.
I was gonna say C.
I'll put him at D.
Gotta say Magic Bear's like the only good player on that team.
Ooh.
Dang.
Magic Bear, the only good player?
The standout player, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well. Okay.
This list is about to be brutal.
This list is actually about to be nasty, bro.
All right. Number 2. Atlanta Wave.
Atlanta Wave. Oh,
He just
F.
made top 8.
He went straight for the F.
No, you saying a team, an F tier team can make a top 8 in your region?
I think it's a bit biased because, like, you know, when they did beat us, they spammed quick chat, you know. So, you know, that's
Okay, we can put
You gotta hold him accountable for that.
Can we put him in C? I think C is a good spot.
See, they're both Alpine. No chance. They're
Nah,
definitely a D.
I'd say D as well.
Okay.
D.
Am I being overruled here?
Top
Roll
8.
this.
They've made top 8 in your region, noly.
Okay, Alpine's top
Yeah,
8 in points in our region. That's
in
fine.
points, that's all
Okay,
from
but
fall and winter.
Okay, but that still means
This is now.
Roll this. What are we doing? I guess we ain't got no.
I say C or D. I say C, honestly. But because we can't.
we only have 4 people on here on. This is gonna be hard to balance.
I say C. They just made 2 top 8s back to back. I'm pretty positive.
But their points are terrible though.
They're a new team, so I mean, I guess
They're new. Yeah, there's honeymooning like Nola said. Put them in D.
Oh,
my
God.
bro.
Look. We'll take a little
Listen,
bit more.
I'm not gonna fight over it. I'm not gonna fight over it.
All right,
That's-
put it in D.
All right,
Yeah.
it's gonna get to a point where I don't want to be associated with this list either.
Hey, right. We cannot let it get to that point. We are gonna have to fight for some teams, roll this. I'm just saying.
When y'all fought last time for the grid rankings, by the way, y'all were terrible at it. So, and I was more correct than both of y'all. So that's what I'm saying.
I guess. Team BDS.
S.
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 What?
It's gotta be S.
S.
I'm playing.
Let's
Put him in
just
S.
put him
S gotta be like top 5. S
Put
gotta
him
be
in
top
S.
Yeah, that's a S. We don't have the BS Plus or Gas Miller's team.
5. I put him B.
B. B.
I put him B.
He said B. He said B like he was struggling.
B. Oh,
Wait, you put him B? No, B like a boy. Like
Boy.
I think we could settle for a C here. They're better than Atlanta. They're better than Atlanta, right, Noly?
Yeah, I'd put them as C as
Yeah,
well.
put him at C.
You know what? Fine.
Oh gosh.
That's a B.
No, we just all over the place. Coach is like,
Cody's
y'all don't
trying to keep
decide
up.
Cody's
what
trying to
y'all want to
decide.
do. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, BS Plus for
Tamar.
C, but yeah.
Damar, just name out the teams, right? And let these two talk, because whatever they say is about to go on the list. And just let them go. Let them go.
I mean, the two smartest players on this podcast, you know.
What? Hold on. What? Chill out.
The two what? What did he say?
He said smartest player.
Oh, smarter. Even better.
Smartest.
Even better. Noly knows.
He's like 69. Noly, chill out.
1600. Don't disrespect me like that.
Chill out.
My max MMR is 2300.
Noly, you just made a top 2 and you wilding now. Wilding.
Have you ever made?
We got it. Oh, we're getting distracted. We're getting distracted.
Wilding, bro. In the Mickey Mouse region, now you wilding, Noly.
Guys, we gotta hold it down. We gotta calm it down.
Bring it back.
Next team tomorrow. Next team.
Charlotte Phoenix.
Charlotte Phoenix. That's Beastabonium.
Yeah.
Wait, who are they again?
That's Beastabonium. That's old Loco.
I don't know who they are.
That's
Is it Delta as well? No.
yeah, Beastabonium, Delta, and Andy.
And Andy.
Okay.
F.
Yeah,
F? No, you
Better
cannot
than
put Charlotte
Alpine,
at
bro.
F and Alpine at D.
Yeah,
No
bro.
way.
What do you mean? Wait, what? Alpine's above Charlotte.
No, bro. What?
What's up with you, bro?
Put him at like,
bro.
yeah, like, hold on, it's like,
Nah, these dudes, yeah, man.
Yeah. Where you want to put him at, man?
What, bro? They're better than Alpine.
yeah, I
Put him at D. Then they're not as good as BS Plus. There's no way.
Yeah, I'll let you guys decide.
I'll say that, but I feel like BS Plus should be at B.
Okay, fine. Put your team at C, man. Put him at C, man. Whatever, man.
Okay, Charlotte Phoenix will be at C. All right.
I'm gonna get some teams in that F tier.
Okay. Like I'm fighting TBates this whole time. Okay, next team. Team Dignitas.
Ooh.
Oof,
B.
B. Yeah, I'd say B as well.
Just consistency wise, they have the potential to be an A team,
Yeah.
maybe even an S sometimes, but it's just not there all the time. And the fact that they didn't make major is bad.
Yeah, they rely on Jarius too much. So
Ooh, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, we could put Dignitas at B. Dignitas will be at B. Endpoint.
oh my god.
Hit it, roll.
DRC.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about EU no more. I'm tight.
Endpoint.
I'd say D.
I feel like they're better than Atlanta Wave, surely.
No, I wouldn't
No,
say
they don't
so.
have the results. They don't have the results. That's what I'm saying. Like Atlanta Wave, I definitely disagree with Atlanta Wave being a D. But
we might move them up later.
oh my god, move them up later. But yeah, I mean, I can see Endpoint being down there. If we're gonna put Alpine at D, I can see Endpoint being there. They're kind of like the Alpine at EU. No way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Team Envy, the Machine.
S.
S. Yeah, I'd say so.
That's not even a question.
Okay. Team Envy in the S tier. Next team, E United. F.
They
F.
didn't even make regional TV.
Surely we can put him at D. Don't put him at F like that, bro. Oh no. Put him at D. Whatever, man. I told you I was gonna go get some T's and F tier. I didn't mean mine.
I agree. Put them in F.
Moving on. FaZe.
A.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. That's yeah. FaZe in the A tier for sure. G2.
A.
A.
Yeah.
Okay. G2 is going to be at A. Next, Ghost Gaming.
If EU's F, then Ghost is F.
D or F, yeah.
That's just the way we're gonna
Yeah,
settle
I
this.
think so.
Yeah.
That's an F.
All right. We could do that.
This tier list is starting to look clean.
Giants.
I'd still put them at B, even though they kind of choked. They're still a pretty good team.
They're on a level, the same level as Dignitas?
I mean, over the course of the season, they've done better than Dignitas.
True. But like, it's just like they're just so fit or miss. Let me see here. They've done Giants. They've had 70 and 110. I mean, they have been consistent for most part. I guess B. If you're gonna have Dignitas B, you can put Giants B. Okay.
I'm just looking at Roll This, bro. Bro, this is done. Stop being petty.
Where'd you want to put him?
What if you get to say about Giants?
Yeah, where'd you want to put him?
What? No, Giants could chill at B. Chilling.
All right.
Let
Gil.
Raul go first.
Gil,
No.
I'd say put us at the front of A. You know, put us
How
at
you
the
top
very-
5 world, but you ain't in S?
Because I don't think top 5 S. I think only top 4 S.
Oh, okay. See, you're consistent. I'll just make sure you said that. Okay.
Are we all in agreement?
Now, see, I don't think I'll put Gil an A, though.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, your team's F, so
He want all the smoke. Noly want all of it, bro.
good.
See, just basing off of just pure reason behind my decision here. Y'all only won. Well, I mean, winning one thing really doesn't matter because BDS does win everything. But y'all have a lot of regions where y'all just get like 100 points or 150 points. But then y'all had these. I think this is the major where y'all have 400. Now you have 451. I mean, Dignitas. Y'all are 200 above Dignitas though, and they haven't won anything.
let's see.
Bro, what you thinking? We might have to tiebreaker this. One is saying S, the other saying F.
I don't think the first 2 splits mattered to us. I mean, the first split we had Firstkiller, who, you know, I wouldn't say was the perfect fit for the team.
True, they did have a roster swap, and ever since the roster swap, they have done better. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's all you, Demar.
I'm okay with A. I'm okay with A.
We can put them A. They just won the region. You gotta give them the props. Give them A.
Yeah. So
Am I?
Guild will be at A. What do we have next here?
Oh, but make sure to put us at the front of A.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It needs to be a, you know. So we're next up for S.
Dude,
Is that how that works? I don't think, Coach, you can do that.
Coach, you do whatever works for you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think our guy.
We're gonna go next. Galaxy Racer.
C.
C.
Okay,
That's fine.
I'm cool. See.
Yeah. C.
Galaxy Racer at C. KC Pioneers.
B.
KC?
You think it's C roll?
KCP?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
KCP.
gonna put him at B. You want to put him at A?
Mm-hmm.
But they never won though.
I think B's fine.
I'd say B as well, yeah.
Yeah, B is okay. Because I was gonna.
Cause like, they're hit or miss, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of fall in that same thing with Dignitas.
NRG. S.
S.
Yeah, S. Yeah.
NRG.
That's not in the conversation.
Oxygen, which is Jamal Jabari. So was it LJ
Say C.
Tosi? All them.
I'd say C.
I don't have much of a say on this.
Yeah, I think Oxygen is C unless Base got a big issue with that.
How the heck is Oxygen C? What in the world? Am I missing something?
Okay, actually, I think it brings up a good point. I think it does bring up a good point.
I normally always compare Charlotte with Oxygen.
I see that.
Where's
yeah.
Charlotte at? Charlotte's at C?
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charlotte's
that's
C.
how y'all Charlotte too high as well. Should be D, but we can go with it. Whatever. Whatever.
I know, because I can already feel Ghost looking at us like,
How does Oxford have
really?
680 points and we have him at C? I'm just mind blown to me. That just don't make no sense.
we might have to lower that. I'm not gonna lie.
That just like ruined the credibility of this beautiful list we have here.
I mean, Galaxy didn't see as well, so like, I feel like Oxygen should be lower.
Yeah. We are probably gonna move.
Yeah, I was gonna put
Oxygen
Oxygen
to
at F.
F.
Yeah.
Wait. Don't put Oxygen anywhere yet, Koji. Let me do.
Well,
I
then we
gotta
should
look at
move
some
Charlotte
numbers.
down too.
Let me see.
We're in the O's of this? How many teams we got? 3, 6, 9, 12.
Yeah, we're over halfway
15.
done.
All right, cool.
We're over halfway done.
Oh yeah, just wanted to let everybody know I forgot to add the 2 OCE teams that I would have added. Oh, and the 2 CM teams. But it'll be okay. They'd probably be in like C or D tier. So just let everybody know. Disclaimer. Disclaimer. It wouldn't be too much higher than I'm sorry.
Honestly, I could be okay with putting Oxygen at F. Only because they've been in the season the entire time and they've done worse than EU Ghosts. So yeah, we'll put Oxygen at F there. Pittsburgh Knights.
That's a
F.
F
Now?
D.
At the moment,
Now at the moment they're in F.
Oh
bro.
well, right now because they all changing up their rosters and stuff. Yeah, so put them in F.
I'm putting them at F. Yeah, I feel
There's a lot of F tier teams over here in RLCS lately.
I mean, they're all NA as well. What's that say?
Okay, but look at this.
Don't say that. Don't
And look
say
at A.
that, because the next team is Team Queso.
Team Queso?
Team Queso is not an F. Team.
I
I don't think they're F.
Team Queso?
No.
Queso is not an F.
Team Queso's gotta be.
I wouldn't put them in F. No,
Queso's gotta be better than. They gotta be at least B.
yeah,
Maybe A.
I'm
stuck between A and B because like they have high highs but low lows.
Exactly. So they're inconsistent. So they're like KCP. KCP has high highs and low lows. So you put them at B.
Yeah, like they have,
well,
I mean, they haven't made some main events, but then they've won a regional, so it's like
right.
They have won a regional too.
Yeah,
I think he won a regional. That gives you a really big pool for A.
yeah, for real.
But then they haven't made some. They
They didn't make grid.
Not even grids. I don't think they made 2 main events, or maybe 1. So,
Yeah, they missed out on fall regional 3.
Yeah, they missed out on that one.
yeah.
I mean, that was a while ago though.
And they still made that major.
Oh really?
Yeah, but they didn't
Yeah.
do bad at the major. But they
Yeah,
did
they
bad, but they didn't go that far. No, I mean, y'all can just say that one.
I'm in between B and A here. This is tough.
Yeah,
I'd
me
say
too.
B.
Because you said what rule?
I'd say B.
All right.
Alright,
Well,
we'll
we'll
go
go
with that B.
majority. Yeah, Team Queso
Yeah.
would be. Next is Rogue.
Rogue. Hey,
I'm gonna let
Surely
that
this is
go.
S. Surely this is S tier. Like Noly's really big on himself and Gil, but I just like I'm not believers that you're better than Rogue. This is you gotta prove more. You gotta do something in majors to be better than Rogue.
yeah, I can understand that. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Me personally, I think I'm way better, but I'd put Rogue A, but you guys can put them S.
All
I like
right.
Rogue S.
Yeah, we could do Rogue S. Rogue S. I'm feeling that. That's the first touch come together. Rick's GG.
That JG team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd put them at C.
Probably C.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with that.
Like they've been on an up and coming since the whole entire spring regional, right? They've been playing pretty decently.
Yeah, they have. I think top 8 each time. Oh no, they didn't make top 8 this regional.
No, they
did
make top 8 this time.
That's because they weren't
yeah.
playing with Cash.
Cash, yeah,
Right.
Cash.
Yeah.
You got banned in chat.
Mm-hmm. So Rick's.gg will be at C. Next team is Solary.
Solary?
Yeah, Fair
I'd say-
Shasset, Astral. Yeah.
I'd say now they should be A.
You think so? Even after
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, they did do bad this regional. It's tough.
did they still make a major?
They
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
They came second they came second and fourth, I think, in the.
They made major and they made championships.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
like their guaranteed championship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
locked in. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I mean that makes.
Yeah, I think you.
I think you put them in A.
Yeah.
Astral's
Yeah.
just dominant. Did
Yeah, I
they
guess
rely
so.
too much on Astral? Just to ask you real fast, Noly?
No, I think Astral tries to rely on himself too much.
Oh.
He does stuff for the team, but he makes the team worse as well.
Mm.
That's interesting.
So Solary will be an A, and then Singularity.
Who?
Singularity.
No, yeah,
Oh.
I know. No, I put them in F.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
put them in F too.
Yeah, I think Hibbs on the team is a really good player, but it's a bit of a lost cause. So yeah.
Alrighty,
man.
moving on.
Yeah, next team, Sonics.
Sonics, bro. You have one good regional. But at the end of the day, your grids look terrible. And then
I've been consistent. Since
I-
I've been on the roster, consistently top 8.
Yeah, I'd
talking.
say C.
see?
Yeah, I mean, you said the grids, they're the back grids, but so did we. We came 15th or 14th, and then we won a regional. So
True. I think C works.
yeah, I think C's good.
All right, we'll put Sonics at C.
Considering they have TBates as well, who
What? Nah, bro. No, bro. That's foul, bro. Nah, tee up, bro. Tee up, yo. Yo, TBates. Next time I see you, bro, it's raps, bro. It's up.
I think TBates the best on the team. No offense,
I'm
but
weak,
yeah.
bro. I'm weak.
No way.
I'm weak.
We're moving along the more. We gotta move. We gotta move.
I'm weak.
Oh my god. Okay. Space Station Gaming. Space Station Gaming.
S, yeah, I'd say S as well.
Oh god.
Jesus, man.
SSG is gonna be S for sure. Top blokes.
No, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna fall back with you. Where are you going with this one?
Best two splits, I put them at A. Now, I'd put them at B.
Yeah, I'm thinking B as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cassio's a very hit or miss player. He can be good in the day, or he could be like the worst player in the team. Archie's just constantly carrying and yeah.
Archie's
so,
nice. Archie's nice.
yeah, I'd say Archie's a top 2 player in Europe.
Behind MonkeyM00n?
Yeah, behind me.
I agree with that. I hate he just don't get talked about. He's so nice.
So what are we looking at for top blokes?
I mean, I can see B or A.
I'd say A, maybe because they going 3rd/4th into the championship.
Yeah, I think A works for top looks.
And we'll put A for top blokes, despite the being reversed swept by Cookser.
Yeah. I mean, I almost got swept by Cookser, so
fair enough. You didn't have to reverse sweep Cookser, which is funny because that's how they got there.
yeah.
What's the next one? Team Liquid.
D, maybe F.
D, maybe F.
Ooh, they've been getting better, haven't they?
Even with like their, I mean, would you say Rix is that much better than Noly?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, they've been playing decently. I can see C or D.
Honestly,
I can see C or D.
I would probably go D just because the roster's been together the entire season.
Right, and they still haven't like really
out,
jumped.
Yeah, they missed out on 2 majors. They're not in this. Are they in this last one?
No, they aren't.
So they haven't made a major the entire season. They've been together.
Yeah, put them at D.
Yeah, I think D's safe there. So Team Liquid at D. Version 1 is the next one. V1.
I'm not really sure.
C?
Yeah.
I feel like
What?
C's reasonable.
Where are they in the standings?
They are 11th, but to give you they had AXB the first entire
The first split.
and they only had 120 points after that. They had a calm that okay-ish 130, 70, 100, and then after that, they've been 320, 210, 110. So they've like progressed. If I feel like if they had calm the whole entire season, they're probably top 8 in A right now.
It's like a C then.
Yeah, C.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can put V1 at C.
Is that it?
No, we still have a few more teams.
Oh my gosh.
Vitality, for example.
Oh. A?
A.
A.
I think A is safe for Vitality.
A, yeah.
Yeah. So V1 at C, Vitality at A, White Demons.
White Demons.
I'd put them at maybe. I don't know. Probably C. I think they're a decent team, especially CRR. I think they have a good structure around them.
Yeah, I put them at C. Because they're not as good as Dignitas, Giants, KCP, or KSO. That would be disrespectful to those teams.
Yeah. So White Demons at C. Wolves.
I mean, they reverse swept top looks, so.
I mean, I guess you, but like they just had like nothing else besides that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
F.
No, ooh, F, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see F or a D.
I can see F or D either.
Roll, make the call.
Wolves.
Wolves.
More fix Wolves.
I'll go F.
All right, F it is.
All right. And lastly, Exit.
Oh, exit
They've just been balling lately, though.
D or C.
I'd probably say D.
D?
D or C.
Yeah, we put X at a D.
Yeah, I'd say D.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good tier list. And then just to let everybody know, this just proves that NA's better than EU. Okay, I'm done with it now.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I said that earlier myself. NA is better than EU, but just wait until the new players come for EU and start putting in the hours. NA is going to get left in the dust.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that is our tier list, and yeah, looking at
Screenshot that.
yeah, everybody take your screenshots. Make sure you save that one so you guys can bring it up later when there's one result that finally goes your favorite team's way. We'll be waiting for that moment. That being said, we'll also be waiting to see noly on the field too as well. We're going to say goodbye here from noly before we continue on. noly, thank you so much for joining us on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. So
Let him know,
we're
bro.
saying-
Thank you.
Yep. Peace. Okay. So noly's out, which means it's going back to us three boys as we get into the heavy hitting topic of North America. It looks like we are going to start off with the grid here. Of course, grid is today and tomorrow. We have playoffs for grid both today and tomorrow. And I think the biggest thing that is important for me is obviously, the NRG boys. They're doing perfect right now, but will they have a perfect grid season? That's the question I want to throw at you two.
Bro,
I'm looking at their schedule. They got to play. They got tough.
G2,
tough teams to
SSG,
play.
and XSET, I think.
I think if SSG, if SSG, Reynolds came in here talking last week. SSG comes in the way that they were playing regional. They're beating NRG, no doubt. So I don't think NRG has a chance. I just don't think it will happen. They will not have the perfect grid season.
See me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, Lamar's reaching for his hat.
I'm reaching for my water, but thanks.
Oh, okay, I was just getting ready. But see me, I'm not particularly. I don't believe that they're gonna finish perfect either. I think that Energy, matter of fact, later on today, Energy are gonna lose twice. They're gonna lose to G2 and SSG. I don't think they're gonna lose the exit, but I thought they're gonna finish 13-2. And I think all that beautiful game differential that they have doesn't mean anything. I think they were just playing with a lack of pressure on them, a lack of big lights, and they were having fun with it, and they took advantage of it. And now that, especially after that last regional, where they saw they are most definitely not unbeatable, they're gonna feel that going into these matches. SSG, they're riding the high right now. Reynolds' confidence is out of the roof. I don't even think you can measure it if you wanted to. Arsenal has probably his best mental state he's ever been in, and Sypical's balling out as well. So I just don't see that happening. G2, they got one of the best duos of all time. Up front, Jnaps and Chicago, with Drizz backing them up in the back line. I think they're just a more solid, more consistent team. At least in terms of confidence, I should say. NRG skill-wise would still be better than G2. I don't know about SSG, but I'm gonna go 13-2.
Of course, everybody will be down the Grid Boys. They down at the Grid Boys when we first talked about the Grid predictions. They didn't see NRG coming out on top. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Because like I said it at the beginning, I'll say it now. NRG are winning the whole thing. The Grid Boys, even if it's not perfect, they're going to win the whole thing. But that being said, I think they really want the perfect win. You know what I mean? You had all these other teams talking the talk before going into the Grid. But now when it really came down to it, NRG showed it throughout the field. And they continue to show it. So I'm gonna need to see a little bit more work from your Rattles and from your
Hey, you say all that, but hey, we heard two people talking specifically before the regional, and that was Slater.
Okay.
Slater, Rattles, and that was Arsenal. T-Shaka. T-Shaka said it's time to work. I'm about to get it this regional, and guess what happened?
Yeah.
They won the regional.
They did.
Right, so if they come in with that confidence,
You know they got that dog in them. Have you listened to that con video? They not worried. They got big Coach Chrome behind them in the background too, hyping them up.
They gonna need him.
Don't need him.
They gonna need him. They are going to need him. Yes. Because
for this little best of five.
The Grid Boys are gonna
I'm just saying, you better hope Justin happy, because as a recent, Justin been looking like he scored a goal. He's like,
oh man, I don't want to be here, man.
Squishy be messing up. He like,
oh, I messed up.
Dang, that's crazy. They feel like that and they undefeated. Meanwhile, both of y'all teams got losses. All the other teams got losses in the Grid. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, cool. You'll be joining them in the loss column by the end of the day. And then ultimately, who will win the entire event?
NRG, of course.
I'm going with the machine.
I'm going with SSG. All right, we all got different teams, and that's gonna make it spicy. All right,
okay, you know what?
Time out.
Okay.
First off, Envy had SSG on the ropes, and all that confidence that SSG had, and we're ensuing. Like you could just feel them radiating confidence. It still took them to Game 7.
A dub.
Huh?
A dub is a dub.
I mean, dub is a dub, but there's context within the dub. And all I know is that Turbo Poser had a air dribble bump that he could have executed just slightly better. Also, he had an unfortunate bounce off the post that lets him. I mean, it was gonna be a goal anyway, so it really didn't matter. But you take away those two little plays, and all of a sudden, SSG's on the ropes. And we're talking about a different regional champion for spring 3 in NA. So I'm gonna use that momentum for the Grid. They're all gonna care about it, and I got
sure.
Envy.
Yeah, he got Envy, but you know what happened? Envy got swept by NRG. So, that being said, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
NRG could do the dirty work, take out Envy, and then SSG gonna take out NRG, and that's my prediction.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, I see your head is also in the space with Space Station Gaming, but again, Grid will happen tonight and for North America, and we'll see which one of us is right. But moving on to something that is going to be very, very wild, just as wild as probably this last European regional, is going to be the North American regional. This weekend, it's a big battle right now for top 6 with KCP, G2, and FaZe. But I mean, before we even get into that, what are your guys' expectations for the weekend? Bates? No, wait, you should not. No, you should see how Tyler turned. I gotta give it to Bates.
You got something to say?
He got something to say.
You gonna speak?
I don't know. I was just waiting for Roy to go. I was getting ready for whatever you're gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you about to jump on it mad quick, bro? You about to be like, hold on.
You better be. I'm saying.
I mean, for me, it's we gonna find out who the two teams with the open slots is. G2, FaZe, KCP. I say G2. I think G2 and FaZe will solidify their spots in the top 6.
Yeah, I agree. I believe that those teams are G2 and FaZe in conjunction with Rogue, Space Station, Envy, and of course NRG are the 6 best teams in North America. KCP, they're really good as well, but I mean, it's just they don't have like the pure. I just think those teams that I mentioned before KCP just have a higher skill ceiling. Like if we could roll that AJ clip I believe I have, or the FaZe clip, Koji. I just want to highlight like FaZe. You watch them, and you watch this kid in particular.
Ooh.
That's a thing of beauty. You watch that kid in particular, and you're like, that should just be top. You feel like that should be top 2 NA no matter what. Like, who's stopping this? This is Rogue, right by all the room. Totally.
Okay, just be sitting there.
He just sits there too. He's just nonchalant about it. It's no day in office. Like Noly was saying, it's casual. Well, it's really casual for this kid in terms of mechanics. So, and I don't think KCP has the same class as FaZe does. And then once again, so that puts FaZe over KCP in my opinion.
Goodness,
then you look at
so
G2.
clean.
Then you look at G2, and they have one of the best duos of all time. KCP can't match that.
It's just so wild. He does it so fast. I think this is like 2 or 3 seconds that play is executed right off kickoff. Like, you talk about kickoff goals, but then you have stuff like that. That's working magic. So, I think GoTo with Drizz right now looking unbeatable. I won't say unbeatable, but they're looking like top 6 category. And in between KCP and FaZe, I got a FaZe. I gotta go with the FaZe boys.
How's he got so much merch? He's got merch for everybody, bro.
Look, we got the name on this one, the Dazerin. Come on now.
He thinks he's on FaZe now, man. NRG, your boy's repping the wrong.
This man repping every team
He
in
reps
the
everybody,
league.
every single person. But then he claims he's the NRG all the way. It's a little confusing to me. I don't know. You gotta pick a team. And now he threw it on the ground. He just wanted to pull it up on stream, and now it's on the ground.
Like what? I'm just sometimes you gotta bring merch. I had KCP merch too. I didn't pull it up. I could have did that. See, but I digress. That being said, looking at FaZe right now, they just look too good. They look too good. Now you can tell like they want it. I mean, we saw what happened last regional with Gyro, and like I think it was like he had this big like kind of death slam clip after they lost out early because that was really one of their simplest chances to make top 6 and not have to worry about anything. They ended up losing there in bracket, and you could tell like it's just like, okay, now you're really stressing. Now things are really bad. So this is going to be a very interesting regional. This is going to be one that really determines the passion between these two teams who wants to make championships. And I mean, it's going to come down to a very interesting conclusion. That being said, it's prediction time. We got prediction time. So for you guys, what's your, give me a prediction going into this regional, for you guys, especially.
All right. For me, I believe Envy usurps NRG for the number 1 spot total points. That is, I believe they move by them, which means I believe they make it further than them. I don't know whether they're going to meet in the grand finals or not, but Envy will ultimately have more points than NRG, I believe. Yeah, I think that's how that works. They're only 130 behind. Space Station. I also believe are better than NRG. And with that being said, I believe they also will get really, they'll have to win it, I believe, in order to catch NRG. NRG will do terrible, but they'll get really close, and I think going into like the major, SRG would pass NRG as well.
Going into the major? What do you
like coming out of the major?
They're gonna have more
out of the
NRG.
major.
Oh, coming out. You said going into. Okay.
My bad.
We're talking about the weekend over here. Like,
I know. No, I'm just saying. Like, no, SSG's gonna put themselves in a position with come this weekend to then pass up NRG come major. That's what I'm saying. So I also think they're gonna do better than NRG. And other than that, I still got a G2 FaZe both performing, and I'm just gonna let Roll say Rogue's gonna win again for the 17th week in a row.
I mean, bro, they look super sketch last regional, and I mean even in grids they haven't been looking too hot. I don't know what's up with them, but Jason need to get back on this thing. And honestly, like I've never looked at like a 16-year-old to be a leader of a squad, but he really needs to do that, and he needs to bring his team up. And
he's not gonna do that though.
I know he's not, and that's why I'm not looking at it.
Firstkiller's idea of being a leadership is replacing people.
Okay.
Hey, there's some other people in the scene that also have that idea of replacing people very fast. when the going gets rough, people start dialing other people saying, "You want to come play with me?" So,
yeah, facts.
I mean, personally, I'm big on Envy. The machine are really close to being back to the machine. I think all y'all really sleep on them. I don't know why, but it's fine. It's fine. It eventually it's gonna come to fruition very, very soon, and then I will be correct.
Yeah, I think there was a machine before the machine. I keep saying it was SSG. It was SSG.
They won a regional and a major.
There was a period of time where SSG was dominant. All right, there was a period of time where SSG was dominant. And if they keep this confidence, this level of performance that they're playing, I think they're better. They're the best team in the region if they keep this confidence and keep this performance.
So if they win this regional, do you think that we should call them the new machine?
No.
I don't think that's. I don't think it's. I think it's too early.
What if they win the regional and the major?
Then yes, I think that's enough.
They ain't gonna win both of those.
That's 3 in a row.
Rightos, it's not gonna happen.
That's 3 in a row. He just gotta they just gotta come in confident and wanting it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know you got Chrome behind you, right?
Awesome.
He's always gonna amp you up.
Okay.
And if Slater always has confidence. It's an unfillable jar with that confidence with Slater. T-Shock. I think T-Shock is the key. Arsenal is the key. Like if Arsenal is confident and knows how he needs to play and executes it well, and I think that's it right there.
That's
Arsenal is the key to that. If he doesn't know what he's doing on the field and he's confused about everywhere he needs to be, they look like they folding.
That's amazing that you just said all of that and all of it. I'm just gonna throw it all out the window. It's gone.
What are you talking
You know
about?
why? Because Mist is better than all of them. You know why? Because Atomic on his day is also better than all of them. And that's just how it works. You want to talk about T-Shock's the key, and if Rodos keeps up the confidence, there's a whole bunch of if. See, me, I got the facts. Mist is better than all of them. He's better than every single person on the space station. It's not disputable. It's not disputable. And when it comes down to, see, I'm busting out my one if. I don't have 15 ifs like you in order for SSG to win. My one if is that if Atomic is on his game, he's also better than all of them. So I have one if compared to your 16.
Atomic, pull out the Fnac, man. Please. Oh my gosh, look at the stats, Atomic.
Time out. I mean, he could do that too, but he's making a grand final going game 7 against your team with a whole bunch of ifs with the Octane. You should be feeling very.
Oh,
grateful.
if he would have pulled out the Fnac, they would have won, huh? 4-0 sweep.
And you said it, not me.
What happened?
I mean, let you know.
I said it.
At least you know. You know what I'm saying?
Atomic, can you please put on the car so this man can shut up? I want to see what you can do on the car now. Like I really do. I really do. I want to see you win another regional on the car.
I feel like Atomic is not using the car just because TBates keep telling
It's out of spite of TBates, bro. I swear.
He's like, I'm not doing that, man.
Mar, what you got for this weekend, man? What's your prediction looking like?
So, I gotta obviously talk about, one of the greats in Team Austin. I think
Austin gets name dropped so much on this show.
I mean, you got to bring it up. The team decided to name their name Austin. Like at that point, I'm just saying Austin. So we're gonna keep an eye on there. They actually won over PK, and they're the reason why PK is not in the regional. So keep that in mind. But also PK was playing with a sub, so it is what it is. But no, to be all serious, obviously I'm looking at that. I'm looking at FaZe real heavy. NRG is a mentality thing for me. That's really the biggest thing, because we talked about it earlier even TBates said it. He was right to his point where, Justin, I don't want to play the game. I don't feel like playing. He goes on stream. I hate this. I hate this so much. Well, I mean, okay. If you hate it, you're not going to win. That's all I'm saying. That's genuinely it. And that's the NRG we see on game day, then they're not going to go far. I'll be brutally honest with that. They're not going to go far. You talk about Squishy holding a team back, but if that's his mentality, that is what's holding NRG back 100%. So that's how I feel about that specific situation. But if they're on form, then yeah, if they actually want it, and that's the craziest thing too. That's why that's kind of irritates me a little bit. But when they actually want it, then you can see it in their gameplay and you can see, okay, this is a good team, but we have to see that. So for me, NRG's hit or miss. It's a hit or miss at this point. We'll find out this week. For me, I think the team that in terms of everything else, because I could talk about NRG's mentality, but Envy has kind of the same problem. I say they have the same problem with Mist. Mist being as good as he is, his mentality. What Mist professional? No. Absolutely not.
Or bring it up 2 years ago, Ice Age type stuff. Bring it up today.
2 months ago.
We bringing up a week ago. A week ago.
No. Like
Miz can be in the dumps. Miz can be in the dumps, but he's still gonna perform.
He's still gonna perform, but and bro, you gotta understand. Like gameplay is one thing, And mentality and team environment is a whole nother thing, bro. And they tie in together. So you don't got the team environment where everyone is having fun playing. If Miss is like not chatting, the environment is terrible. He's still gonna perform. He's still gonna do what he does because he's Miss. But the team is not gonna play well. This is what y'all don't understand, TBates. This is what you can't get through your head, man.
Okay, man, you say that, but
more than just gameplay.
Okay, you say that, but they took your team with nothing but confidence right to Game 7, right to the brink, and even if they didn't have the greatest mentality and teamwork and chemistry, they still brought them all the way there, and they're also the second most points on the NA leaderboard, but above your team with the mentality and everything else in between, and the ifs. Just want to point that out.
The team that I just brought up hasn't had the mentality for the period that they were losing. Redos was even talking about it. All right, we getting
right. It's about to be closing time. That being said, yeah, for me, Team Envy, I gotta see more. I gotta see just a little bit more. They're close. Oh, excuse me, they're close. They made grand finals last time. They beat G2, but SSG I think still has the upper hand. And I think for me, I'd have to jump on the train with Roll This here with SSG until they're stopped. They're the ones that have kind of everything held together right now. So that's my predictions. We have predictions between all three of us on who we think is going to win, but we are out of time. It's been a crazy day. I'm so thankful we actually did get to talk about everything because it was a lot that was happening. Bringing noly in the middle, and then also moving him out, and everything in between. But I mean, for me, it's been a great show, gentlemen. Any closing thoughts before we say goodbye for today?
I just want to say, Envy, handle your business this weekend so I can talk to these boys on Monday.
And we ain't gotta worry about Envy. Yo, thank you for watching, chat. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all of you every single Monday tuning in, and it's always a good time. I just want the results speak for themselves, so TBates could shut up. So that's it. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to First Touch this day. We appreciate everybody being here. Again, you guys are awesome. It's going to be a great week of Rocket League with the grid coming on later today, and a bunch of other shows like CRL, regionals, so much more as we lead up to championships. So on behalf of everybody, on behalf of Koji Production, thank you guys so much. And on behalf of noly, TBates, and myself, this has been First Touch. We'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good one.
Later.